Good morning. Happy summer. Welcome back. I know a lot of you have been here since mid-April due to what's going on in the world right now, but I'm hoping everybody's getting out and enjoying 4 hours or so of some really good outdoor weather, friends, family, some laugh, and hopefully some good golf as well. I wanted to start this year on one of the hardest, most complex topics, which is bunker. I'm going to try and make it as simple as possible, and I'm going to talk about some of the different issues that I see when people hit bunker shots. I think the really important thing in this video is figuring out who or which category you fall into. Everybody struggles in the bunker for different reasons, so you should fit under one of these categories, but not everything I say may apply to everyone. I think the first thing that's really important to figure out is what's your tendency and where you bottom out. I've drawn a nice line in the sand here, and listen, the importance in sand and successful bunker shots is having a consistent spot that we bottom out. I think the most common one, if I'm standing on this line, is for players here to be stuck on their back foot trying to help the ball come out of the sand, and they end up hitting too much sand too far behind it, and it stays in the bunker. That one looks like this. We got to resist the urge to help lift the ball out, just like chipping or any other iron shot. We have got to have this club coming down into the sand and moving forward, not backward. The other common mistake I see is no sand at all. And that one would look like this. I lifted up a little bit, my arms got a little squishy. So I want each of you to get in the bunker and draw a line and figure out where you need to stand and where you need to be to try and make really consistent contact on this line. So if I stand here and make a couple motions, I have hit in the same spot. To me, that is the number one most important thing in successful bunker play. The other big topics that I talk about in bunker play is that speed is really your friend. I want people to take some sand and keep their speed going. Speed is important because when we enter this sand, it's going to slow the golf club down, and then we don't transfer as much of the energy from the club to the ball. So I'm going to hit one normal Michael Robinson bunker style, just so you can see what it looks like. So I caught that a little bit heavy, but because I had plenty of speed and commitment, it still got out. I would say the number one goal in the bunker for most players, and your really good players are going to say, well, that's not a great goal. Get it out of the bunker. We don't want to hit another one. No chance we want to hit another one. One of the other common things that I see people do wrong in the bunker is that they throw the club head a little early towards the ball in the downswing. This is going to really influence the people that hit too far behind it and take too much sand. So one of the concepts I like for those types of people that take too much sand, not enough ball, is feeling like they get the grip all the way over to their left pocket before that club gets let out into the sand. If I can delay when I let this angle out, it should change where I hit the sand. So again, use that concept with a line before you try and hit golf balls. So, wow. I hit too far in front of the line, which means I carried it too far to my left pocket before I let it out. Hope that makes sense. The other thing I want to talk about is in this new COVID world that we're playing golf in, we have liners in the cups and some other little rules. We have no rakes out here. Please do your best to use your foot just to fill in just a little bit and smooth it out. It's never going to be the same as when we have a rake and when we have our caddies doing the job, but make it as presentable as you can. The other important thing is, with no rakes, you could get some really bad lies right now. We have a local rule that entitles you to take it out of that lie and put it somewhere very, very close and in a more appropriate raked spot. So don't penalize yourself or your friends. If you're in a big footprint, you are entitled to take it out. Other really important short note is when you do leave and enter the bunker, try and find the lowest point possible. With the absence of rakes, it's really hard to repair right up these tall lips. So I don't want to walk up the tall lip. I just want to walk out the back. So again, some of the really important pieces: speed is your friend, taking sand is your friend, and make sure that you can figure out what your tendency is before you start watching too many tips on TV, on YouTube, etc. If you're one that hits all golf ball, the face may be too open. If you're one that hits all sand, the face may be too closed. We do have firm bunkers here a lot of the time during the summer and throughout the season. I'm a big believer in having the face just a little bit more square versus really open when you have firm bunkers. The reason being is that we've all been told we're supposed to use the bounce, but if we have really firm bunker and I use the bounce too much, I'm never going to take any sand and I'm going to bounce off the sand and into the ball and I'm going to scull it. So if you're one that tends to scull your bunker shots, square that face up a little bit and let it dig through the sand, and it'll come out the other side as long as you keep your speed up. This is the first week's tips from the pro. Hope you have a great weekend and week of playing some golf, and I look forward to next week. Thanks.